Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee together, go ahead and do so now, as this will be a bit of a lengthy discussion. We got some crazy stuff to talk about, guys. I don't even know how to explain this. I really don't. It just keeps happening. Things get weirder and weirder as we go along. Happy Friday. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I was reading this story on Food Safety News, and I know a lot of our viewers follow Food Safety News, especially now. You have to, right? You got to follow the different recalls and everything else. That way, you know, as you go to the store to try and save on whatever you can these days, you want to make sure that it's not on recall, so you have to waste more time to take it back and get your money back. Don't ever throw it away. Don't ever throw it away. Get your money back. Anyway, I'm going to read this very short, kind of disturbing story from Food Safety News with you guys here. You'll understand why I'm in utter confusion here. It is pretty ridiculous. So, the FDA has identified a new outbreak of E. coli. Okay? But they're not saying anything. I don't even know the point of this article, to be honest with you. Does that sound familiar? Like, a deadly outbreak of listeria, hearing about people passing away and all this stuff, and, you know, with different Boar's Head and Bruce Pack. And I understand you don't want to let out a lot of information if you're not 100% sure. Now, we didn't even know what company was at fault for the ready-to-eat foods. The meat, poultry, chicken, everything that Bruce Pack basically does, sending out different meats to different companies so that they can put their meat products in different products to sell to Walmart, Kroger, Target, pretty much everywhere around the country. And we didn't even know who it was for days. I wonder how many people we could have, at least let them know. I understand you're not 100% sure on what it is, but you found where it is. I don't know. And this seems like another instance of that. And I just wanted to kind of roughly go over that real quick with you guys to give you an idea of how this article is about to go. So anyway, Food Safety News says federal officials are investigating a new outbreak of E. coli 0121 H19 E. coli. A source of the pathogen has not been yet identified. The investigation is in its early stages, and 33 patients have been discovered. 33 patients. And this came out November 7th. So that was yesterday. And there's no new information. There could be more information on this. You better believe we're going to update it as it comes out. So chances are by the time this video comes out, it may have already been updated, and I may have another little coffee rant for you guys this evening. So, moving on, the Food and Drug Administration has not released any patient information such as where the patients live or their ages. Do they ever do that? I mean, yeah, they'll talk about ages. Oh, okay, say where they live, like as far as states. So no information whatsoever. I don't know why I thought for a second like you would give the street name or something. By the way, don't do that on the channel. When I say abbreviate your city or state, some people, I had to take a comment down the other day because for your, don't put your address. Somebody put their address on there. And that's nice. I know you were talking with somebody else on the channel about where to get an item from a certain Kroger, I believe it was. But don't ever put your address online. Just don't. I mean, it's cool to say, what area or something like that, but don't put your address on there. Anyway. But thank you for being part of the Saving Where We Can journey on the channel here. Let's see. The FDA has begun traceback efforts suggesting that investigators have identified some possible pathogen sources. We should know the possible, right? And just word it that way. Just say, well, we're evening it out here. We just want to throw it out here, let you guys know right away that something's going on. We don't know where, we don't know who, we don't know what. Like, that just gets everybody freaking out. So anyway, the FDA has begun traceback efforts suggesting that investigators have identified some possible pathogen sources. However, the FDA has not reported what food it is tracing and has not begun on-site inspections or testing. Why would you not give that information? In other outbreak news, FDA investigators have made progress with their work on an outbreak of E. coli 026:H11 that was first reported on October 30th. The number of patients now stands at 9. The FDA has begun traceback, but has not reported what food is being traced. And this was on October 30th. The agency has also begun an on-site inspection and sample collection, but has not reported what location is being inspected or what samples are being collected. Why not? Why not? How do we have this information but nothing else? The patient count for an outbreak of Salmonella Thompson has been adjusted from 27 to 25. The FDA has begun traceback, but has not reported what food is being traced. The outbreak was first reported on October 17th. Is that... Wait a minute now. So this is talking about other outbreak news that has been going on. Now, October 17th one, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Is that when the McDonald's one started? That sounds about right. August 30th sounds too soon. McDonald's been going on for at least a couple weeks. Let's see. An outbreak of listeria has been declared over. Investigators identified 4 patients, but a source of the pathogen was not found. The FDA first reported the outbreak on August 21st. The FDA conducted traceback, but did not report what food is traced. The agency also conducted sample testing, but did not report what is tested. Are these other products that we don't know? Is this all in line? But there's been the reason why I ask is because there's been a lot of listeria going around. Boar's Head, Bruce Pack, the enormous 11.8 million pounds of Bruce Pack, the listeria in the Boar's Head meats that has killed 10 people, 59 hospitalizations, and who knows how many hundreds, if not thousands of people got sick. See, I told you, I don't know how, I don't really know how to explain this, guys. I really don't, in a very nice way, anyway. Take a sip of this coffee here. Okay. The number of patients in an outbreak of infections from the Cyclospora, Cyclospora, Cyclospora parasite has increased to 47. The FDA has initiated traceback efforts, but has not reported what it is tracing. Also, the agency has begun an on-site inspection and sample testing, but has not reported what location it is inspected or what is being tested. The agency first posted the outbreak on June 19th. Okay, so these are ones that have been through the process, okay, and that this is when they happened. Okay, but again, this information with no answers is not only useless, right? We don't know where, all you're telling us, right, is that 33 patients have been discovered. Well, the McDonald's thing, wasn't that carried out over 12 states? And then you narrowed it down to 4 states, right? That's why McDonald's said, well, okay, we're just going to not put out the quarter pounder here for a week or two. And then even at that, they were talking about the slivered onions, and they word that very carefully. They word that very carefully. Although when you piece it together, it sounds more and more like onions were the issue. Now, one of our viewers had left a comment the other day saying that, or yesterday I think it was, might have been this morning, I don't know, I feel like I'm covering this stuff 24/7, had said that we are having major issues with onions. And every time I look at, anytime you look up anything with onions, it just traces back to Taylor Farms with the McDonald's thing, but nothing sounds 100% on that. They were talking about a farmer, I guess, that deals with Taylor Farms, that is from Oregon. There's just so much at play here, and I haven't been able to find out any more information. None. Absolutely none. And that's the scary thing. It's like, okay, this is going around. It's constantly going around. There's been lots of different problems with Listeria, obviously since the beginning of summer, probably before that. We've had more recalls in the last 2 years than I can ever remember. I mean, it is insane. It's just one after the other. Salmonella was the talk of the town last year, and now we've got Listeria and now this E. coli. Okay, so we have another instance of E. coli. Moving away from the Listeria and the Salmonella that they're talking here. But that's what I'm saying, is that it's all over the place. It's Salmonella, Listeria. Now we have, looks to be another outbreak of E. coli. We don't know where it is. We don't know what it is. So, you know, and this is another example why I don't like talking about things until I've done a lot of research. Well, I'm telling you right now, I've done a lot of research, and this is all I got. This is it. And the only reason why I'm talking about this right now is so people are looking out for it. So that you know that this is going on, and we don't know where, how, or what it is. We don't know what states they're looking in. We don't know what product they're looking at. And this is the kind of ridiculous that we're dealing with on an everyday basis. Same thing with Boar's Head. You could have just came out and said the products from Boar's Head. Okay. I don't care if it was just the liverwurst. I'm not eating Boar's Head at all. I probably never will again. I'm actually surprised that they're back to business. After 10 people have died because of your negligence of testing. And I mean, you know, people are going to say in the comments and everywhere else, well, accidents happen. I'm sorry, but when 10 people pass away because of some meat that you were spreading out that was not done right, where are the consequences? Where's the, I don't know. And I don't know if we'll ever know with Bruce Pack or anything. I mean, it looks like Walmart is still missing all their products. I went to Dollar General. They're missing their waffles, although that isn't Bruce Pack. That is the Treehouse Farms, which is another Listeria. Treehouse Foods LLC, which is the, they make a lot of waffles for like stores, different stores. Like Dollar General, Target, the Good and Gather brand, Great Value, like all the big ones, all the major store brands, they make these, the Treehouse Foods, and there's so many. I could name a ton of them. And the whole McDonald's thing, man, I'll tell you what, it seemed like that cleared up awful quick, didn't it? I don't know, but it's all in constant confusion. There's no real answers, and the answers that you do give, you make sure that you word it in a way to where it's like, well, it's possible. It's possible. That's not a set answer for anything. When you're wording things in a way where it's like, well, we've ruled out that it's not the meat. After speculation, I guess, for 2 weeks or more, that it was onions. And now you're saying, well, the possibility of onions. What's taken so long to get these lab results? And if that's the case, maybe we need to rethink the way that we're doing, the way that fast food restaurants are handling food to begin with. I've been questioning that for years. So feel free to share our videos on your social media. Make sure you let your family and friends know what's going on. Make sure you tell them different things that you hear if you're watching our channel and you hear of certain recalls. You may know a family member or a friend that might have an allergen, or let them know that, hey, there's a E. coli outbreak here that nobody seems to know about, so just be on your toes until we start getting information. I hate to put it like that, guys. I hate to say it like that, but that's how I feel when I read that. Like, should I wait to go shopping for a couple days? I don't know. I've been putting off McDonald's. I'm putting off brie cheese. I'm putting off Boar's Head probably for life. I'm trying to find out what products I've had with Bruce Pack so I don't get those no more. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's one thing after the other. So it's very important that we let our friends and family know as we go along here. And I will continue to update you on further news. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.